What happens when one of the automotive industry's best communicators sits down to talk about the future of AI, leadership, and why the human connections still matter more than ever? This week on Driven to Success, we sit down with Craig O'Neill, live from Tectonic, for a conversation that starts with a beat up Monte Carlo and quickly turns into one of the most important discussions happening in the aftermarket today. But here's the twist: as technology gets smarter, the shops that win may be the ones that become more human, not less. If you've ever wondered, will AI replace advisors? How do shops stay personal in the digital world? Craig shares why communication may be the missing ingredient. Hi, I'm Victor Osick,
And I'm David Wofford.
and this is Driven to Success. And today we have a very special episode of Driven to Success. We have a very special guest and a very dear friend of mine, Craig O'Neill. Craig, we're at Tectonic. We're at Tectonic Week. We have a tectonic shift happening in this industry. But we want to find out a little bit about you,
Hey,
your background, what makes you tick.
all right. Yeah. Well, this is going to be a discovery episode for me too. I don't dive into this topic often myself, but what a neat time to be here. I was really grateful to join you guys for this, and it's going to be a fun conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, so let's talk about cars.
Yeah.
You said it earlier. Yeah. How did you put it?
Well, as long as there have been automobiles, there has been an O'Neill tinkering them. Yeah.
Fourth generation.
Fourth generation automotive technician.
Yeah. So you ripped off, I think, the 3 C's earlier. What were they?
Oh yeah. So I'm all about communication, cars, and Christ.
There you go. I mean, that sounds like the perfect mix.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take out the first one, cars.
Sure.
What's your first car?
Oh, love this question. This is such a good one. We do this at Toastmasters sometimes. It's always one of the most engaging table topics prompts because it brings back a flood of memories. You could ask anybody this question, they remember their first car,
Right.
and they start going into story modes. And mine was a 1997 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Nothing special about it. It was a 3.1 liter V6, but I will tell you this. I remember the day well. My dad and grandpa had found it at an auction, and they initially wanted to give it to me. But I said, no, I didn't want that. I was working at the shop
Right.
still at that time. I was just 15 and about to have my driver's license, and insisted to take out a loan and pay my way for it. I did not want it handed to me. I used to
Nice.
think it was a joke at high school when all the kids got these nice new cars and parents gave it to them. And here was this 97 Monte Carlo, and that was what years? It was 1999 that I had it. But
It was
why?
only 2 years old.
Oh, yeah. But why was it affordable, Craig? That would be the next question, because
Exactly.
it had been smoked in and highway miles from some traveling salesman. It took me 3 full days of trying to get that cigarette smell out of that car. But I did. I got it out.
So it was a little bit more than a dent and a scratch.
Yeah, had a few of those too. And it had a 4T60E, 4-speed automatic transaxle that was, it turned out, not too far away from input drum problem that they were really well known for. A little delayed hard shift accumulator issue, I think, happened on that. And shoot, I want to say that reverse drum failed on it too, not too long.
You can tell he's from the transmission industry.
Exactly.
Those of us in the repair side, all we say is had a bad transmission or something's wrong on the inside.
We would have been all over the motor and what size. And exactly.
No, I think the first thing, if I really dig back, I want to say that one still had a vacuum modulator on it. And I want to say I was real proud of the day that I found a issue with the vacuum hose on it and solved a hard shift that it had. Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
So guess what? We're still on the transmission.
Yeah.
So what did this car teach you?
Oh, okay. Oh, so good. I ran out of gas 4 times on that car. 4 times, because General Motors back then, anyone who knows that generation, the fuel sending units had a lot of problems.
Mhm.
And I didn't consider it a problem worth fixing, because I knew how many miles it would take to the point where I had to fill up the gas tank.
Right.
That was until I met my wife, who lived a little bit further out of town, and it threw my tachometer readings way off. And it was the most embarrassing thing in the world. The night of our first kiss, dropped her off, and then drove away, made it to the first stop sign, 84th and Hannah Lake, one of the streets, and and I knew exactly what was happening. I was like, oh my goodness. Ended up getting a ride from a guy that happened to stop, and long driveway to the house, get dropped off, knocking out the door. Her dad answers the door, and I'm betting she has just told the story. And here's this guy now helping me with the gas can, my father-in-law now, of course.
So it sounds like you made a really good first impression.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I bet he got the gas gauge fixed too.
I sure
bet
did.
you
Yep.
I can't compute this anymore.
Oh gosh. So you've been in this industry a long time. 4 decades. Not 4 decades. You've been just for generations.
It's 4 decades. You are not wrong.
All right, so
I say I was born in this industry. It's like, I always think of that, like there's that Batman movie where you have that Bane character and he's like, you've adopted the darkness, but I was born in it. Right? Really great movie scene, right? So anytime someone is new to the industry, oh, you've adopted the industry. I was born in it.
sound like you were.
Oh, truly, no. As long as I can remember, I was going down to the shop for fun, and dude, sweeping floors didn't matter what it was. Sometimes we were just hanging out, but like young age, I don't even remember. About 8, wearing my dad's uniform shirt, and that's it.
So what's interesting is, like all of us, we spent time in the bays. We enjoy the industry. But you said something too, and I won't call your intro, but you talked about your 3 C's is communication.
Yeah.
And you have a podcast.
Yeah.
Speak up. So speak up.
Speak up. Effective communication on the Automotive Repair Podcast Network. Carm Capriato asked me to host the show. We all know Carm, dear friend now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's really interesting, and I shared this with you before we got going, was how many shop owners are petrified to speak in front of people.
Yeah. It's really frustrating to see. We need good ambassadors in this industry. That's the thing that I feel like we have a trust problem. We all understand that, but yet, like our experience at events like this too, like salt of the earth people, owners, advisors, the people that are coming to these sort of events. My experience in this industry has never been one that has seemed to me negative. I understood the stigmas there, but I was always frustrated by it and having to overcome that on a regular basis. Like the idea that before we could ever get approval to do anything in the car, we needed to gain approval for who we are with the client beforehand. And that doesn't happen with poor communication.
Right.
It's a major barrier to that. You're asking a lot from the motorist and the public if you don't put the work in to learn to communicate effectively.
Right.
The burden's on the other people that you're meeting with.
Can you imagine the number of service center owners that got into the industry because of their ability to understand and tinker with, and so their entire mind's mechanical. However, they're in the retail industry. How tough is it for a lot of those service centers out there that maybe don't have the communication skills that make it seem like it's flawless?
Yeah.
So they're really having to, they're starting to see fixing cars is easy.
Yeah.
Now I got to communicate with the customer. It's got to be scary.
Oh yeah. I work in a software company now with AutoFlow, and our dev team, it's so funny. I like talking to people. Our customer client success team likes talking to people. They're people.
Right.
You go in a dev meeting, cameras are off. It's real quiet. Nobody's having chit chat before the meeting begins or anything else. But I've learned that devs are very much like our technicians. And when you have people who are really good with hands-on things and using logical parts of the brain, a lot of times you find they are often more introverted personality types. And I don't
That's
mean
me.
introvert. Yeah.
I'm an introvert.
My boss, Chris, is an introvert. And that shocks me to meet people like you, Vic, that claim that as well. And
I claim it. I am an introvert. I don't claim it. I am, but I embrace my introvertness. Okay.
Good.
I do. I'm cool with it because
it's an understanding of your personality.
Exactly.
It isn't a handicap. I mean, you could let it become one, I suppose, but it isn't something wrong with you. It's how you are.
If you understand what makes you and how you tick, and you understand for me, I'm going to leave this event. I'm going to be drained. I know that.
Sure.
I purposely don't have anything scheduled for Monday because I know I want to
Really.
take a chill day.
Yeah.
Whereas people like, you're an extrovert, right?
I
Or you
am.
ambivert?
My personality does it, but I recharge in solitude as well.
Okay.
And that, so sometimes that's a misnomer that people have about introvert versus extrovert. Like, oh man, you're having a great time at an event. I am. I do. I feel energized
Mhm.
for a while,
Right. Okay.
and
All
then
right.
I'm zapped too.
Well, yeah, because there's
Yeah.
always things being taken from us. So thus, us introverts, things are constantly being taken from us, and that's what we feel. So knowing I'm an introvert, I know I need time to recharge my batteries. What does that look like?
Yeah.
Shop owners and a lot of times an advisor who's behind the counter, he may not be an extrovert, but he needs to understand himself so that he can be a better communicator, so he can be ready for that customer, because that interaction is so important, because that interaction is going to really reinforce what the customer thinks they feel about them.
Yeah. Oh, spot on. And look, a stressed out advisor that's not doing a good job of that. Now think about it. I felt this. Some of the stressful times, family business, right?
Right.
Happy times, frustrating times. Usually
Right.
not a lot of in between on that either. But in interacting with my clients, I had to be at my best, at my best, at my best, at my best. And then I'd get home. I didn't have a lot of words left someday
Right.
for my wife and my kids.
Yeah.
That's the thing that, like, when I started getting coached, Bob Greenwood was my coach.
Yeah.
I know.
Good man.
Oh, he was such a good man. We lost him in 21, and
Yeah.
it was a loss.
Yeah.
But I remember the coaching that I received from him, to slow down, to breathe.
Right.
And I still hear him, like, when I'm getting fast paced and frenetic on things, or feeling the stress, is like you can still hear him, Craig, slow down. Right. And you hear his voice
Yeah.
still. I know you guys know
Yeah.
him. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah. And that was important. Like, sometimes it isn't about finding the energy to be with people more. It's about how you pace yourself, and knowing
Yeah.
yourself is important.
Well, and this, also owners or advisors, like, and this is owner and advisor class we had earlier. Their advisors are nodding head. They're like 11, 12 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have much to give when they go home,
No.
and their tank is empty by the time they hit Thursday morning.
Yeah. Mm.
It's important that we be our best, and that's for everybody.
Yeah.
The family is the most important thing. If you're not, and you hit it, it's like you have nothing to give.
Yep.
Yeah.
Marlene, she used to say, and she does say it even today. She goes, there's a work Vic and there's a home Vic. She goes, I don't like the work Vic, and that was when I had a shop.
Yeah.
And so I told her about a conversation I had with the shop owner the other day about coaches going and buying shops, and she looked at me like, don't even think about it. I'm like, oh no, I'm not even thinking about it. And she goes, I like this Vic because I have something to give.
Yeah.
And it's balanced.
Yep.
And there's such a draw from clients as owners. We have a passion to serve.
Mm-hmm.
We have a passion to give. But then what happens? We give too much, and then we begin to resent the fact that they don't appreciate us.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll happen.
Create our own hell. I hate to say it like that, but we do.
Yeah.
So back to the communication. So you have a passion for communication. Tell me about your podcast.
Oh,
Some
wow.
of the things you've heard. Give me a few stories about that are nuggets for our listeners.
I remember me and my boss, Chris Cloutier,
Mm-hmm.
we were at ASTA.
Right.
And we were doing, the first time ever, we did our Speak Up Effective Communication workshop,
Okay.
which is a public speaking class aimed at literally addressing the fear of public speaking that 75% of all people have.
Right.
And we thought maybe like 7 people would show up to this class, but it was a packed room. And there was
Right.
one of the smaller rooms, but I was like well over 30 plus people in there, and then standing room in the back. And it was just really cool to see that not only did a lot of people show up for it, but they all stayed.
Wow.
Well, there was one lady who, once she realized that she was going to have to stand up and introduce herself, was like looking for a way to get out, but she was kind of stuck in the aisle.
Where's the exit? You know?
Like, her boss had signed her up, like, why do you do this? She's texting. There was a funny story talking to her later, but she had a good time. She stuck it out.
That is cool. What else? Yeah.
That was the beginning for the concept. Like, Chris and I are both very passionate about the topic. Chris says a lot of my passion for it actually came from the mentoring that Chris Cloutier at Autoflow, our CEO, put into me because he started giving me small portions of his presentation time and building some terrible slide decks that I did. I tried to cram all my knowledge on like 2 slides, all the things that you go through and learn in presentations, right?
Right.
Uh, but he, uh, as a point of feedback, after I was doing a perfectly terrible job in a client meeting,
Right.
basically I wasn't shutting up. I would just go, and I can talk
Ah.
fast. I can do it. I could go into a fast talk mode that would leave you just like maybe following along, but probably a little bit like, holy smokes, right? He said, you should go to Toastmasters.
Ah.
I said, what's that? Changed my life. Found a great club, home Grand Rapids Toastmasters Club
Right.
404. This is my professional friend group, and now like these are my people
Right.
in my hometown. It's been critical.
So for the listeners that may have never been exposed to
Mm.
Toastmasters, give them just a quick overlay of what they would expect if given the opportunity and to go to Toastmasters. Is it something that happens one time? Is it something that happens once a month?
Yeah.
And how long do you work it? It sounds
Oh,
like you're
that's
still
good.
involved.
I absolutely, and different clubs are different. You go to toastmasters.org
Okay.
and you can plug in your zip code and it will bring up a list of all the clubs in your area and you would find one that matches you. And my advice would be go as a guest, and you can do that. You can literally go free as a guest to any Toastmasters club as often as you want. So just to get a sample of what it's like,
Right.
cost you your time.
Right.
And it's a beautiful thing. You'll find your people if you keep going. And some clubs are pretty toasty. Just to joke at me. but my club is full of younger folks that are also like professionals that are involved in things in the community, and they're just amazing, amazing people. So if you find a club like that and then you're there and you go consistently, I go weekly, you're going for feedback. They're coming for feedback. You learn to give and receive
Right.
feedback and you take roles in those meetings. It's all about improving your communication and your leadership skills. It's very powerful.
Would you say being part of Toastmasters does it help you be a better listener?
Oh, first thing they teach you, Vic, and I know you have Toastmasters experience too, and isn't that true?
Oh my gosh.
Everyone goes there to become a better speaker.
Yeah.
What they don't tell you, the first thing you're going to do is become a better listener.
Well, listening, effective listening requires focus.
Uh-huh.
It requires Bob said, you slow down.
Uh-huh.
It helped you be a better husband, I will almost guarantee you.
I'm still working on that part. The
Oh,
listening is still a work in progress. I get preoccupied. That's the thing. I have a fast mind. I love to read, and I read quickly, and I joke that I have sort of a half fast photogenic memory where I blink and I can remember generally what I have read. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I'm a terrible audio listener. I can't stay focused listening to audiobooks. Not on regular speed.
Okay. You
I got to crank it up.
You got to go to Mickey Mouse mode.
And it sounds stupid. Like you can't do that to Jocko Willings, by the way. If you're like reading Extreme Ownership,
Oh, yeah.
it's him reading, and you put Jocko at like 1.4, it ruins it. So I have to slow down. But I can pay attention to him pretty good.
That's a good book.
It is.
That's a really good book. All right. So if you were to encourage advisor and owner and on the importance of communication, kind of a last point on this, and then we're gonna move on to another topic, which is gonna be another episode. So we're gonna kind of tease it. It's gonna be on proliferation of AI. We talked about earlier. Yeah. So if you were to encourage a shop owner, advisor listening to get involved with improve or get involved with Toastmasters, improve public speaking, 15 seconds.
Well, hey, the first thing I would invite them to do is join the Remarkable Results Toastmasters Club.
Okay.
It's an online club that's focused on the industry.
Right.
I only like to encourage that because that'll give you a sample of what it's like to be in Toastmasters.
Right.
And then you go find a local club that you will join, and you get to be the automotive expert in that club.
Right.
Imagine how powerful that is in your local community. You get to give speeches about our industry, and the people will listen. Now, my club, no automotive professionals in there. I have helped them understand the best side of this industry over a period of time. And it has been great to see them move from a jaded perspective of our industry to a much more positive one. And I think that's the grassroots level thing that we need. If that replicates, and it truly replicates across the country, where we have automotive professionals speaking in every Toastmasters club that you could
Yep.
possibly see in any community.
That's an identity shift in the
Yeah.
mindset of the customers that are out there of what this industry is in their mind.
Yep.
This industry is a great industry.
It's
So
great. Yeah.
so they could serve the industry better by becoming part of Toastmasters and then be getting involved with the Toastmasters group and
I
sharing what
use the
this industry is
phrase
all about.
you become.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Craig, thank you for this episode. I can't wait for the next one.
Thank you.
That was just the beginning with Craig. In an upcoming episode, we dive deeper into AI, the future of service advisors, and how technology is reshaping the customer experience, and why the shops learn to communicate better may have the biggest advantage of all. Craig brings real world insight, practical perspective, and a refreshing take on what the future of this industry could look like. You're not going to want to miss this one. So be sure to subscribe to Driven to Success and join us for the next conversation, because the future of the automotive repair isn't coming someday. It's already here.